I don't know what I did with that scheduling, the hour scheduling. I don't know how that worked out, but this light is ridiculous. Good and well. This light is ridiculous. Whole beard was cockeyed. Had to pull out a rat tail comb. How y'all doing? Hey, Can. You got your first notifications? That's good. Maybe those glitches was for a good reason. How we doing? Tracy Jones, Rebecca Combs, how y'all doing? I'm back. I'm doing it again. The reason I'm doing this so much is because not only are we all helping each other, but y'all helping me too. So I just wanted to hook y'all up on some of the information that I got today. And not just some of the information, some of the emails that I read today, and some of the decisions that I had to make. And I had to write down questions. How you doing, Midnight Green? Raw Juice Sopery. Jantel Fowler, watching from the Bahamas. So this is all you watching us like, ooh, good luck. Window Liquor Prepper said, what's up? How you doing? Raw Juice said, hello, every one of you guys. Can. I've been sending you links to Messenger. I'm in Amazon code groups and discount on garden survival stuff. It might not be going through because when you put those links and codes in, sometimes it throws it out straight to the trash. So some people will send me something in the email, and if they put a bunch of links in it, it throws it straight into the trash because I get emailed a lot of strange stuff. You know, I get emailed a lot of strange stuff. So the computer is starting to send stuff straight to the dump. Let me see. Hey, Green Thumb Garden, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. You ain't did no video in a while. Maybe I need to check my settings, because unless you, I'm going to check my settings, man. I'm going to come over there and holler at you, because I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, Courtney Jackson? Said, Grace Gines said, hi, Left Farmer. I planted my seeds today. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, New Orleans Gardener. How you doing, Lady Linda? Lady 511. Good to see you tonight. What's up, Thunder? Can. Oh, I don't want to post in Facebook page. Not sure if I can share. I don't get anything from it. Just people. I know. It's just how it is. I don't have no control over that. The computer itself won't let you do that. Hey, how you doing, Tanya Pilgrim? Well, I'm gonna get right on into it, y'all, because I got some questions to ask y'all. I know I'm gonna repeat this, so because I'm trying to wait a second for a couple people to come in, but we just gonna get it over with. All right. Everybody was telling me about generators, right? Everybody was telling me about, I read so much good stuff in the comments from yesterday. Everybody was telling me about the generators and all of their experience with the generators. I can't do this. I don't know how she do that. There we go. I can't. That thing was blinding me. How many people have electric generator, a power source? How you doing, gaming mom? Said King Led. No, I ain't no king. I'm just a mere man. How you doing, Maggie Young? Anybody have a generator? Because a lot of people just kicked in and gave me a lot of good advice. I'm just seeing if they in the room at all yet. Let me see. Peace King just looked at 20 acres today with a licensed agent. Good for you. Now, and I'm going to talk to you guys too. Not yet designing it. Okay, that's the diversity love. That's another subject that we're gonna bring up too. Um, and I'm gonna throw that out right now since you was the first one I saw. Um, Designing your system. Are you? I'm gonna get to that in a second. Nature's bounty, because I like that. Um, are you designing a system or are you buying one? That's a big issue. Big issue. Charles Robinson says, I have an eco generator. I know you don't mean the ego. I know the eco generator because the ego sounds pretty delicious. Let me see. Natural Bounty Homes. This is, I have a 2400 Bluetti and a smaller on, and also a gas generator. Oh, smaller one. Okay. Need a solar powered one, but they are highway robbery. That's another thing I wrote down for you. Gemini Love, you have a Duracell. Which you got the Duracell 14, what is it, 1440? Gemini Love. Jack Spratt has the dual power 12 kilowatt to go with the Bluetti. Okay. Jockey 23 says, hey y'all, Led, are you burning up YouTube lately? No, you know why I'm doing this? I normally don't do this, but it's so many people besides myself that need this information. I want this information, but it's people out there that need this information. And I look at it like this: as long as I can get people watching my channel, if this many, and I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. I feel that when you get a certain size audience, the way I try to pay the people that support me back, all the good people that come here and watch me talk and ramble on, and they support me. Do you know I try to help them by giving them information from everywhere that I can get it from? That's how I do my best. So I'm trying. Right now, a lot of people need my help, and I got a handful of good people watching me, so I want to help as many people as I can help. So if I have a platform, I feel that I don't care whether you're a YouTuber, you're a celebrity, I think you should be using your platform for something decent. This world needs to see something good. People need help. But all the people that you pay millions of dollars to, they don't seem to be helping right now. You know, you'll go and watch a movie, and these actors and stuff and entertainers, right now, they the quietest people you can see. And I feel like this, while I'm sitting on this platform where I am right now, I'm going to use it. And I'm not just a gardener. I do everything. And all the stuff that I know, if I know it can help other people, that's what I'm going to use my platform for. So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I've been going on every day. I've been doggone pretty much every day, because I know it's people out there that need to know what I know. If I know the winning lottery numbers, I'm going to tell you. If I know how you can get that good job, I'm going to tell you. If I know how you can come up, I'm going to tell you. And that's the problem with folks these days. We'll figure something out and keep it to ourselves. Figure out some kind of good come up and keep it to ourselves. So you can look like you're the king and everybody else suck. I don't need that feeling. I'd rather be with everybody else. I told y'all this a long time ago, years ago. I'm not the man sitting in the throne. I don't want to be him. I want to be the dude on the front line fighting with everybody else. That's me. So as long as I got this platform and it's keep continuing to grow, I'm going to give back by spreading as much knowledge as I can to everybody. I don't want to just look like the only one that got it going on. I don't want to be that guy. I want everybody to get a little taste of this pie. It's plenty. Okay? So that's why I'm going on like a lot lately. People is in bad shape right now. So with that being said, we're gonna get right into it with them generators. Everybody was given so much. Yeah, yeah. Crab in a barrel. Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, it ain't even necessarily the crab in a barrel. Let me click this over here. It ain't even the crab in a barrel sometimes. Sometimes it's just people been held down and broken for so long that, let me turn this volume down. People been held down and broken and in a tight spot for so long. When they finally come up or get a little crumb, they don't even know how to share. So they, it's kind of human nature. You've been held down so long. Why do you think all these entertainers, they come from the hood or something, when they finally get some money, they do the dumbest stuff? You got $1 million in your pocket and you selling some yayo. You got $1 million in your pocket and they caught you at the club with, you know what I'm saying? Because you trying to keep stuff to yourself and do dumb stuff with it to show that you do. I ain't that guy. I don't want to ever, never, ever be that guy. And if you ever see me like that, somebody come and smack the gravy out my mouth. Okay? Because I don't never want to be that guy. So, right off the rip, I'm going to get right into this because this is some stuff that I wrote down. I've been thinking about this all day. I've been doing research all day after everything that y'all wrote down for me. Y'all typed in and let me know what was going on. Let me see. Keep using. I'm trying. Thank you, autoimmune prepper. I like your name too. Listen to this. This is my question. Because everybody, even in this video here, been talking about, I've heard Blue Eddy 2400, the Blue Eddy 2000, the Blue Eddy 1500. I've heard about the Jackery 1000, the Jackery 500, yada, yada, yada. I've heard about the Zero, the Yeti. Here's what I want to, I'm listening to y'all. I've heard everything everybody had to say on the subject. Maybe it's a little too dark. I heard everything everybody had to say on the subject. And this is what I wanted to add in there. I think this is what everybody is kind of missing. Do you really need a big giant generator? That's the excellent question right there. Do you need it? And what are you using it for? See, I thought about something. I'm sitting back here and I'm drinking my coffee this morning. I'm sitting here, everybody like, I got the Blue Eddy and I got the Jackery and I got the Yeti. And then I go over to a couple of those channels and check them out. And I was like, don't look like you lead that type of lifestyle at all. Said, wouldn't the Blue Eddy 2400 have more wattage than the Jackery? Yes, and that's what I'm getting into. What do you need it for? What do you need it for? Because I listened to other people in the live yesterday and they said, look, I don't got that kind of money. And I said, I don't either. So, you got to ask yourself, what is good for people in an apartment? Hang tight, Jackson, because we're going there too. What are you using it for? If you have the 2400 and you're going to be running 2400 watts, what are you trying to power in an emergency situation? Have you determined the watts you will run in your home? See, that's again, what are you trying to do? I need somebody to answer that question for me. Hey, Dan Permaculture Food Force, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. The more you give, the more you get. True. What are you using it for? Don't just say survival. Be specific. You got to think for real. And listen, you're not trying to do this for me or anybody else in the room. You're doing this for you and your family. But you got to ask yourself, what do you need so much power for? How often will you need? What do you need a freezer for? Why are you running a refrigerator? if the lights are out? In an emergency situation, why are you trying to run a deep freezer? Why are you trying to run an electric heater? Why are you trying to run an ice maker? Why are you trying to run an air conditioner? I've seen a couple of them. Yep. Fridge, freezer. Why? In an emergency situation. Why? For medication. You don't need to be running your whole big gigantic kitchen refrigerator, double door with the ice maker. All you need is like a little college refrigerator. And all of the little ones run that. For clean power, Rock Pals 350. Okay, now we seeing eye to eye. Before I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Window AC. What are you running a window AC for? See, that's not an emergency situation because you can get cool with a fan that's gonna take way less wattage. See what I'm saying? You can warm yourself up with more blankets. Use a cooler, right? See, I've lived in the South and I've lived in the North, and I know how to live in both, and I'm sitting here being realistic with myself. I need a deep freezer because we have to eat and I have no extra space for my mini fridge. Okay, then you have another solution. You can learn how to can your food. I got a whole rack. I got a whole room full of canned food. I just made them beans and chicken, and that chicken been in there since last March sometime. Tastes delicious. You need to learn how to can your food so you'll always have food stores. You don't have to keep your stuff in a refrigerator or a freezer if it's already cooked, canned, ready to go. And with it being already canned, you ain't spending no energy to eat it. It's already cooked. That's why I learned how to can. That's why they all taught me how to can. I wanted to know the most important prepping game out there right now really is dehydrating and canning your food. Look how much energy and how much time it would scared of botulism. You should be scared of one of these batteries in the electric generators blowing up too. You can't say that. It's a risk in everything we do every day. One of those lithium batteries, you know they good and known for exploding. Now what? I need AC to keep my wife happy. Well, you ain't gonna keep your wife happy if you deceased. Because it ain't no food. Ain't no energy. You trying to run an air condition. I'm trying to be for real. Hey, how you doing, broke family? I'm trying to be for real. I mean, right here with it. Because it's certain reasons we running all this stuff. And you know what I was going to do? I was going to go buy another Honda generator. Medical devices don't need 2,400 watts of energy. None of them do. Take it from me. Boil food for 15 minutes and you kill. I'm not going to repeat that because I'm not sure about that. There you go. I was saying this last night about how our got a 921, 930 joint. That's right. I was saying this last night. Our generation is so spoiled that we think we need an air conditioner. You know, that stuff is fairly new in society. I can remember when cars didn't have power brakes. I sound like an old man now, but that wasn't that long ago. I'm not that old. Cars didn't have power brakes and power steering. That was a luxury. Dialysis machines, no dialysis machines don't unless you in one of them big gigantic ones, because I had two experiences with dialysis patients. One is I used to deliver the medication before I became a nurse. And two, I assisted in the dialysis center. So with those big machines, that's a whole nother process. But the people that got the ones in their home, they don't look nothing like that big monster machine that's at the hospital, at the dialysis center. that you sit in all day, they don't look nothing like that. They're small. How you doing, that guy from Texas? What did you plug yours into the south? I don't understand your question there. The natural saver. Hey, Led, I have an autoimmune disease to where I cannot afford to overheat. What kind of generator? I can't tell you what kind of generator that you should get. Part of this is you need to, well, I just wrote it down. Give me a second. Figure out your needs, and you prep for your needs. I'm going to scribble that out so I don't say it again. You need to figure out your needs. That's why I did the whole camping video, because the whole camping video was to see, okay, next time, what did y'all keep saying? I kept grabbing that pot, right? Burning my fingers on them pots and that grill. Everybody said, Led, why don't you got no mittens out there? See, I'm practicing what I need. And guess what I did when I took all my preps down that next day? Before I put everything away, I put some towels in my bucket. I put one of my old oven mitts in my bucket. That what y'all helped me with that, because it slipped my mind. Now I know so I can do better. So you need to practice your preps so you know what are my needs. There's my wants, and you need to make a list. You need to make a list, family. You got a list of your wants and a list of your needs. This will always cover your wants. Your needs will always cover your wants. So there are things that we're prepping for necessity, and there's things that we getting ready for because for convenience. And convenience is a waste of energy. That is what you're trying to think about constantly. When you're out here doing stuff like this, you're constantly thinking about using energy. The less energy output from you and your body, the longer you will live. The less energy you use with your generators or whatever, the longer your equipment lasts. So if you're constantly running a generator trying to keep an air conditioner running, why on the planet Earth would you do that? Because you will live just fine without an air conditioner. And if you can't, if the grid go down again, it's going to be a lot of people that don't make it if you can't live without an air conditioner. Yes, it's hot, it's uncomfortable, and it's sticky, and it's gross. But here's the thing. That's kind of how stuff used to be. Okay? There was none of this technology out here. None of it. Look. You in church, and you see them. Plus, here's another thing, family. If you on the move, you can't take all that nonsense with you anyway. Your house might be compromised. You may have to get up and go. So if you bought a whole bunch of junk for unnecessary reasons, what are you going to do? So back in the day, what did old folks do? Rocking back and forth. To this day, your grandmama tell you to cut that air conditioning down. She take her to the hospital. She, oh, it's cold in here. She ain't used to that. Her grandmama in Mississippi, anybody live in Mississippi know. When I go to Mississippi with her, when her grandmama was here, her grandmama, it was burning. Do you understand me? I was coming from Ohio to Mississippi. Burn. So I'm like, yo, you can see the air conditioner sitting in the window. When they gonna cut that on? And her grandmama was there humming. And I'm melting like ice cream on a sidewalk. That is how people lived for real. All of this nonsense that we used to doing, you need to cut that out because people are dying for what they wanted. They're trying to maintain what they wanted, but they're finding out the hard way. We just want that. That's not what we need. You better put these coats on, put on these shoes, wrap up in some blankets, because the power is out. And y'all know it's not gonna stop. This is just a preliminary. This is just a little refresher course for you to be on top of your games. I'm gonna get back into it. Okay. What was my other one? Oh, I got that too. Oh, is this your only generator? Like I got the gas generator, the Honda, right? Plenty powerful, plenty powerful. So powerful, I don't use all of the energy since I've had it. So here's the thing. If you're getting a backup to your backup, what do you need it to be so powerful for? If it all come down to it, I could just crank that gas. If I'm trying to be quiet, I can use the smaller electric portable. If you have to get up and go. Now this is for my friend that says she's building a system. Look over here. I got this on a new tripod, so I can't just turn it like I want to. That's my panel. And in the thumbnail is my inverter. All my equipment is in my storage. Think about this. What are you going to do with that? You're going to set it up at your house, and that's stealth mode, right? Stealth mode power. But if you get compromised or a flood comes in some places, other places, if a fire is sweeping through and they have to evacuate, what are you taking with you? Because your whole solar panel array is sitting on top of your house, and then your garage is nailed and screwed to the walls and everything else. What are you going to do? You need something portable that you can take with you. So it's good that you have a stationary. I have a stationary one that stays in the house. I'll never take it. I love it. And it's cheaper to build a system. It's thousands times cheaper to build your own system. Get your own panels, get your own inverter, everything. Way cheaper. And some people said, I wouldn't be caught dead spending $1,000 or $1,400 or $2,000 on one of those power inverters that can just power a refrigerator for 8 hours. I totally understand. You're not paying for how much power you have in that inverter. You are paying for convenience. Remember that. You're paying because that one little generator that's about this big, and it costs you $1,400. Let's just say the Blue Eddy, okay? It costs you about $1,400. It's this big, and it weighs about 25 pounds, 20 pounds. That's what you're paying for. That doggone battery, that lithium battery inside, that's expensive, but that's not what you're buying. Because if you go look at the price of a lithium battery, they're around $300 depending on what kind you get, what size. But one that costs $300, that's very sustainable. That's not what you're buying. You're buying all of that built in a box this big that you can pick up and grab the solar panel, and the solar panels look like an iPad. You grab them and you put that in the car, and you still got space for all your other preps. That's what you're paying for, the convenience. Now you got to ask yourself, is that worth $1,400? Because you ain't taking this solar panel setup that I got right here only runs, this one is only 45 watts for that. That only runs 45 watts. So that means I would need 2 of those. My other one is in the garage. That's ridiculous. I'm not taking that anywhere. And then the inverter is this big, and it's 2,500 watts. I got 2 of those. And then the batteries that you gotta, that's not happening. So we gotta use our head. So I understand that you don't got the money or whatever, but you gotta think about the convenience and ask anybody in California, because California always catching on fire. California, since I was a child, has always been on fire. One time or another, California is on fire. But then down in the South and up north, around the Great Lakes, we flood. You have to leave. You have to leave. What was that, about 5 years ago in this house? My land flooded. I had to leave. I had to bug out. I did a video about it and everything. All of my land was underwater. My trees, a lot of my trees just swept away. My beehives, everything flushed down the river. You got to be ready to go. So where does that leave you? Sometimes you have to pay for convenience. You pay for convenience when you go through a drive-through, when you go out to eat. Think, you don't have to do that. You can sit here and make your own doggone meal, your own cheeseburger, your own fries, but it's going to take you half the night to get that stuff together and pat it out and put it on a bun, cut the fries, get the grease, get the oven, all of that, and make it taste like you ain't high. See, you pay for convenience. You're going to go to one of these fast food restaurants and pay 10 times what it costs to eat a cheeseburger, because all they did was you handed them some cash and they handed you a burger and you took your tail home. That's what you paid for. So that's why I be telling people, don't fuss at them kids because they ain't get your order right. We should be blessed to know that they working instead of breaking in people's cars. All right. So I want to throw that out there at you. Ooh, yes. Let me see. And I had something else. Yeah. Do what works for you. Don't try to get another generator, because you know what I was doing last night? Everybody was like, the Blue Eddy, the this, and I was like, ooh, I'm getting the Blue Eddy. Y'all see me? I was excited. I had to change my drawers when I was off that video. But I slept on it. And I did something last night. I bought the it was at 12:25 in the morning, because she was fussing at me like, would you go to bed? I said, I'm about to handle some business, did a little more research, I'm about to go, babe. I'm going to bed, because my phone light was all in her face. I purchased the Jackery 1000. I didn't get it. I purchased it. I woke up this morning, and the first thought I had was, ooh, maybe I should have did a little more research, right? So I looked to see when are they going to deliver it, because I bought it through Amazon. When is the delivery date? And I seen a sign. I can show it to you right now. Well, no, I'm all my information on there. I can show it to you right now. It says something was wrong with your payment. Something was wrong with my payment. That ain't right. I know I got some money in the bank. And even if it didn't take that, it would have took my Amazon card. That's weird. So I look into it and refresh the page. It was ready to go again. But before I hit the enter button, I was like, is you trying to tell me something? So I chilled. And I spent my whole day reading y'all emails and reading y'all comments and all y'all suggestions, and I came up with a great idea. I said, what do I need all of that power for? I got a stationary setup, stationary solar setup. I have a Honda 2200. Why do I need another? Why would I be spending a whole nother $1,000, $1,400? Say you can plug the Jackery into the wall, though. You can plug anything into the wall. All of them. That's just all of them you can plug in the wall and let them charge up. See, I was on it. And then you have a situation. Somebody asked me about the Duracell that I was going to get yesterday. Right now, I'm still in between that Duracell. That Duracell is at Costco. It's 1,440 watts. But here's the deal. It's not a lithium battery. It's an acid lead battery. So it's not going to output as much power. What is it? 660 watt output, something like that. Hours. Watt hours. Anu Bree said no Duracell. See, I'm not on that. I'm on I don't need any of it. Because I got a gas generator to pick up and run, and I got a home solar system. That was part of what I needed to let you guys know. If this is your backup to your backup, how much power do you need to keep? All you doing is charging this, charging your phone, charging your CB, charging your two-way radios, charging your ham radios. You don't need power to be using and wasting on an air conditioned system. All of that. Your refrigerator. And you want to hear something else? I heard reports, and I said this years ago in one of my videos, and it came true. People in the blackout. Everybody said, what do you think about such and such solar company? And I'd be like, don't do it. How many times y'all heard me say that? I've said it fairly recently too. Because you're still on the grid. They are taking your power and selling it to me. They are taking the power that they put on your roof. You ain't got no batteries under your house. You ain't got no storage cells under your house. No, your power from those solar panels are going straight back to the grid. Their grid went down too. So even the people that got through them solar companies, they didn't have power either. So they done went off and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on something they thought was going to protect them forever. In any kind of situation, they in the same mess with everybody else. And then the snow ruined some of them solar panels, because y'all don't understand the weight of snow. All you need is about 6 inches of snow and ice on anything on your roof. It'll cave your roof in. So it'll definitely break some solar panels. So nobody even thought of that. I've been saying it for years. Nobody had power. They had solar panels. Look on the news. Look, don't believe me. Look on the news. All them houses with solar panels, and they was hurt too. Because your power, they put those panels on your roof. They take your power to their grid. They give you a little bit of it just to keep your house on, and you still got to pay them. Number one, I don't care if you just paying a few dollars, still got to pay. When the energy is free, they take all of those kilowatts of power off your roof, and then they sell it to people like me that refuse to have to deal with it. They'll sell it to all the big power companies. The power companies distribute that to the customer. That's how that works. You do not have battery storage cells under your house. And that's the part that people don't be asking that question. If you ever want to get into some solar and you want to go to one of them companies, ask them, where's y'all gonna put the power cells at? My backup energy banks. Oh, well, yeah, well, we don't do that. How this works is, see, they go to stuttering. They go to stuttering at that part, because that's the part they didn't know I had solar arrays already, knew how they work. Once I asked that, so what side of the house is you putting the solar packs on? Where do you plan to put that? And how do I switch off the grid and just use my stuff? Oh, yeah, no, you don't do that, sir. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna have to ask you to leave nicely. You can finish your coffee, but I've heard enough. Okay? So right there, you guys, it don't work that way. That's why you can't depend on other people for your safety. Let me see. Some places, they don't allow solar panels, code enforcement, they want you on. That's believable. I'm also trying to avoid trauma shopping, spending, buying stuff to soothe PSTD. Okay. The people's purpose. That's why it's important when you get solar installed on your house that you have it with a backup battery banks. They don't offer that. If they offer that, you tell me what company, because I've went through 3 and I've worked with 2. Tesla Powerwalls, I have to look into that. Let me see. You can get the batteries, but they are $10K each, and I'm building my own. And you know what else? They are expensive. And then whatever you had them put on your roof, as soon as you start messing with their system, they don't have nothing else to do with you. You just broke the warranty and everything. Okay. So trust me, I would not lie to you about this. If you don't believe me, just ask them yourself. Soon as you start messing with they grid, they situation that they put on your roof, if you do that, they don't want to have nothing else to do with you. You still got to finish paying for it, but you just broke the warranty, and they ain't about to fix nothing. They ain't coming out for no repairs or anything. My travel trailer is a solar powered, cost under. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, I wanted the Harbor Freight solar kit, but found out that it's only good for charging phones and running LED lights. That's not true. I got one right here and in the garage. That's not true at all. It depends on what kind of power bank you have. That's not true at all. I've heard that several times. And if you look on YouTube, you ain't even got to believe me. Look on YouTube and look at them fellas running them Harbor Freight systems. And they off grid in Arizona. It's not as serious as people think. I'm not going to say that you can't get a better grade solar panel. You can. You really can. But what are you doing? The backup batteries are $9,000. That's what I'm saying. See? See what I'm saying? Right there. If you're going to spend $9,000 on a backup battery, that's when you have to kick your head in. $9,000, that's what I've been doing all day. $9,000 for one battery, okay? I could go buy a cheap, decent, and trust me, I've been looking at them, RV with everything in that mug. Furniture, Owen generator up under it. Now you got to start thinking, man, is this worth it for real? See, you got to start weighing your options. That's what I was doing after a while. Like, what am I doing? And the backup batteries only hold 15 kilowatts and they run bare minimum. Yeah, RV. Nobody's thinking about RV. Look online, look on Facebook Market, look on Craigslist, and look on what's the other one I've been looking at? Yeah, those two. Look. eBay even. No, I don't do that one. Do ones in your area. Do stuff in your area. eBay in your area so you can go see it yourself. But here's the thing. You can get an RV dirt cheap with everything in it. For the price of one battery, you trying to make one battery to stay on for your house that you can't leave. What do you think about having a well dug? That's completely up to you. You can't ask me what I think about having a well dug for you. Do you think it's a good idea to dig a well? If you need a well system, get a well system. I can't advise you on what you should be doing on that one. Some stuff you got to use your own head. So put it like this. Where you going to get water from? And why do you need a well dug? You got to ask yourself a lot of questions first. I've been literally writing down questions all day. Where they at? I've been writing myself questions all day. Just walking around the house asking questions to myself. That's how I operate. I ask myself a lot of questions, and then I come back a little later and try to answer them. Like, what do you need that for? Why do you need this if you have that? What do you need this for? How does this even apply to? What are you using this stuff for? Those questions is what you need to ask yourself. Some well systems still work off power electricity to pump water from a well. True. But again, you do not need that much power. And here's for people in an apartment. If you live in an apartment, now that I will advise, you do need some source of electric power source, electric generator power source. You may want to make gas your secondary situation, but you need an electric power source that you can pick up and take with you, because you up in an apartment and you know you need if your power go out and your baby, they asthma breathing machine go down or your CPAP go down, you need something. If you stay in an apartment, like I told you, in apartments you can garden too, garden in containers. Well, you can also deal with these situations too, these blackouts. Electric. Do you have any suggestions for electric power source? That's what we're here to work on right now. Everybody is in here right now. I've come up with 2 solutions. And before this thing is over, I'm going to have y'all judge for me. I'm going to let y'all, I'm going to read in the comments. I was saving it for last. It's coming down to two items that I plan on purchasing. I'm going to leave it up to you on which one it is. I guess I could tell you now, we already 46 minutes in and I'm about to get off. So for apartment living, what I say, we'll leave that alone. I'm here, let me see, exact price. Have figured out what you are family? Okay. Power lights and heaters. You really don't need to be trying to power up no heater. A medical device don't need that much energy, depending on what kind of medical device you're talking about. Let me see. Simple pump. You can pump up the house system also. So take a quick shower, dishes good. Right. And here's the thing that people forget about. You don't need to be spending money on everything. Don't have to be powered. There are manual pumps too. They got this one where it's like an air pump for your tires to pump. It's a well pump. It's at one of the big box stores. Everything don't need electricity. That's my point. So what? Don't waste energy when you really don't need it. When you need to be using, spin that up. When you need to be using that, some of this is going to have to come into play if the shit hit the fan. Okay. Semi Joe, that's what I've been looking at. There you go. Some stuff you need to be manual. Everything don't have to be powered up. Is your hesitation on the Jackery just that you don't need that much additional power? I'm going to put it out here. We at 47 minutes, 47. I'm trying to decide between the Jackery 500, not the 1000, the Jackery 500 or the Duracell 1440. They're both the same price. The Jackery has a lithium battery. The Duracell has an acid lead battery. The Duracell, they're about neck and neck on how much they put out. Here's my problem. I cannot find too much information on the Duracell, and I was thinking maybe because I've only seen it in one place, Costco. It's a nice system, and somebody that I look up to got one. So here's the deal. Just like my Honda generator, that Jackery generator is everywhere. It's either they comparing it to a Yeti, they comparing it to a Bluetti, they comparing it to all the big players. And the price is even better than what I could do. Here's something else, y'all. For everybody that can't afford to do all of this at once, remember one thing. You don't have to do it all at once. Do a piece at a time. I was going to get the Jackery and the solar panels. Why? I got generators. I got the solar set up. I got my gas. Do I need to do it all right now and burn my pocket down? No. I can wait. Hey, everything fresh and sassy. How you doing, little mama? Lithium lasts longer. I don't know if y'all ever told y'all, I used to, well, I don't say used to. I fly drones. I fly RC race cars and airplanes. Me and all my sons do it. And that's part of me I don't think y'all seen yet. But yeah, I know what a lithium battery do, and I know when they came out because they're a total game changer. Let me see. Ricketts Homestead, a hobby farm, shallow well could be useful in the water as boy. Yep. So I'm gonna get off. I hope some of this helped you guys, but I really need you to understand. I want you to ask yourself these questions. Listen to this. You can write them down if you want to, or listen to this very part of the video. Do you really need a big generator? What are you using it for? You got to be realistic with yourself, okay? Remember, this is for emergency. This ain't just for because you want one and you want to keep your refrigerator running because your Pop-Tarts and stuff is in there. Come on, be for real. Is this your only generator? Because if this is your only generator, yeah, I do suggest go hard, go big. If this is your secondary generator, maybe not so much. That's where I am, okay? And remember this is the major. These things are very expensive. You're not paying all that money for the unit itself. You are paying for convenience of use, okay? You're paying to be able to pick that thing up and walk out the front door, put it in your car, and go before the fire come or go before the flood come. That's what you're paying for. To have the same amount of power or almost close to it than what you could put on top of your house. You're paying for that convenience. Because guess what? When you have to leave the house, you have to evacuate. Grandma got to go too. And her medical supplies, like y'all was saying. You got to keep the insulin cold. You got to keep the CPAP machine going. You got to keep the asthma machine running. You got to keep all that stuff going, right? So you're paying for convenience, and they already know that. That's why they did it, okay? So that's why I want to say, figure out your needs and prep for your needs only. Don't prep for what you like in a situation like this. You figure out what you need, you practice and figure out what your family needs, and then you prep around what you need. I needed some oven mitts, okay? Utility trailer all day. Everybody needs some sort of small trailer to throw that stuff on real quick so you can go. True to life. Yes, that's why I bought that trailer out there. I bought that trailer. It's not beautiful. I bought it used, but that mug runs, and it has saved me hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Everybody needs a trailer. It ain't got to be a big fancy trailer. It ain't got to be enclosed, but you need more storage space and hook it onto the back of your truck or your car so when it's time to go, you boop, 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 boop. Your bug out bag and your bug out equipment need to be ready to roll. If you don't have that right now, you really need to spend the rest of the night and just take one of your gym bags, okay? And just, this is some homework for you. Take one of your gym bags or one of your kids' book bags, ain't no school, and put as much stuff inside of it that you think you would need if you had to leave tonight. If somebody said, oh, you got to leave the area, floods is coming, monsters, Bigfoot is on their way. If they said that, what do you think you would need out there on the road? And you don't even have to use a book bag. Be for real with yourself. Use a garbage bag. I don't care what you use. But stuff something in a bag and act like you have to bug out. Right, like a fire drill. This is another practice drill. What all you think you're going to need? But then after you wonder what you think you gonna need, what do you think your daughter need? What do you think your son need? If your mama stay with you, what do you think she gonna need? You got to pack that up and try to make that work. Practice that. Have fun with it. Have the whole family. Everybody, give everybody a piece of paper. Here, right? You get a piece of paper. What do you think we need to take with us, little Bobby? I got to get my Pokemon cards because I need my Pokemon. I can't live without my Pokemon cards. Not. Have fun with it. But you don't even realize while you having fun, you saving your lives. You dig? Hey, Essie. Thank you, Essie. Yeah, run trial runs with your camping equipment, everything. That way you know at the last minute, you ain't sitting here like, oh my God, I got everything we need, but it's upstairs in the room, in the garage. I got to go to storage because I remember. But don't do that. You ain't got time for that. Don't judge me, but what is a bug out? I'm going to have you Google that, okay? Because if you don't know what that is, you're in a lot of trouble right now. Honestly, I ain't joking or nothing. I ain't being sarcastic or nothing. If you don't know what a bug out bag is right now, I promise you, you're in a lot of trouble. True story. Okay? It's a lot of definitions going around, like all the new latest dances. People know the name of the dances. People know the name of these rappers, these mumble rappers, Lil Yachty and them. But they don't know the stuff that's supposed to save their life. I don't even know why you would download some of that music if you can't even understand. You remember that? But you don't know how to save your own life. You doing yourself and your family a disservice if you put more memory. Because your brain is just like a computer. You waste your memory and your energy. Okay, remember I was telling you about this? This ain't nothing but a brain. Your phone, remember I said erase some of the stuff on your phone and put it in here. Erase some of that mess out your brain and put some good stuff in it. Because I can't even understand them boys, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with if you like the music. I'm not saying that. If you like that music, go for it. I'm still listening to the Fat Boys, okay? So if you understand that music, great. But don't let that override stuff that you're supposed to be knowing. You know how much brain power it takes to try to decipher them words that they saying on the radio? That's like trying to read hieroglyphics with a blindfold on. You understand what I'm saying? You ever seen hieroglyphics? And the sand done beat some of them away so they can't even figure out the whole hieroglyphic. They pay people to go figure that out. Archaeologists and stuff. Egyptologists. That's what that rap is. And this ain't even been 1,000 years. We can't figure it out. And they just created the song a week ago. I don't know what song that is. I try to close my eyes and try to decipher it. I don't know what they talking about. I don't know what that means. I want some of the beats be nice. And I want to sing to it, but I don't know what you're saying. Do that, do that, do that, do that. Rah, rah, rah. What? What was that? So the beat was nice, but all I heard was the rah, rah. Bo, bo. That's all I heard through the whole song. So when it comes to that part, I'll be like, ta, ta, ta. Mm-hmm. Raka. Nyum. Zoom, zoom. Them ain't even words. Them is noises I made as a child when I was playing my G.I. Joes. I ain't gonna get on their music. Okay, I don't gotta care for it. All I'm saying to you is download some stuff that's gonna save your life. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with them mumble dudes. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Just make a little room for some game that's gonna help you save your life these days, okay? Because I promise you they ain't rapping about it. I don't know what they saying, but I just have a feeling inside. I have a feeling that they ain't rapping about saving nobody's life. I don't know what they're saying, but I got a feeling it's not about anything like that. Everybody have a wonderful night. Oh, before I go, I'm going to throw this out. We are already at an hour. Get this. Which one should I choose? Duracell 1440, Jackery 500 right now. Lithium, Jackery, lead, acid, Duracell. Mmm, 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 mmm. Ooh, ooh, mmm. Ooh, it's a no. Ooh, Gemini love. I think we in trouble. Wow, Davita. Now you know the. Oh my goodness. Nope, Blue Eddie ain't even. I don't need the Blue Eddie. That's too much power. I got a lot of power already. Lithium, Jackery. Okay, okay. So this is what we gonna do. All right, I'm gonna let y'all watch me do it too. Clearly, Jackery won. So y'all about to watch me do this. Come on, little sweet family. Okay. I know I got it on here. Can y'all see that? Here we go. Amazon, baby. I'ma just buy it. Y'all voted, and I'm doing it right now. I promise you. See, I had the Duracell ready to go. See him here in my list. Let me see if I can find that up. Look, there he go. He was in my list. Look, this is what I've been looking at. See? I ain't lying to you. I'm serious. I've been on it. All right, family. Y'all better be right. Oh no, that was the 240. Somebody said they got the Jackery 240. Who said that? There you go. Right there in purple. I had it already highlighted. And it's $100 off today. All right. Now with the solar panel, so far I say $700. I ain't got that kind of money. My solar panel gonna have to wait till next payday. That's too much sauce. Shit. Okay, I'm trying to find it. Y'all can see me thumbing through this. They might not have no more. Everybody is hurting. See, that 240 comes with a solar panel too for $379, but that's a little not enough power. That's not enough right there. Now I got to be honest with myself. Which one is that? No, see, I'm going backwards in the game. I'm going back in time. I can't find it, family. There it is, but I had it. It was $100 off. It must be in my phone. Somebody said, no, pay the money. No, pay the money for what? CB, no, pay the money. Coupon, everybody. What coupon? See, I'm glad I turned around. Oh, Dolphin said they sold out. That's what it looked like. Get Jackery 1000. I don't need the 1000. I just got through talking for an hour about why I don't need that much power. Bigger isn't always better. Amen to that. I got that. I got a Honda. That's what I just got through talking for an hour about. I got a home setup and a Honda generator. I just need a little something. I sound like a fiend now. I just need a little something that's going to get me by for another couple of days. If you can please spare me $1 or $2, I would greatly appreciate it. What about the Jackery 500? That's what we're about to buy, right? I'm about to buy it in y'all face if I can. But I heard somebody say, I tried the Hobotech. That's old. It didn't work. His code, I tried that yesterday when I bought that one. Lead, check the warehouse department and then the outlet section on Amazon. Uh-oh. You gonna have outlet section. What do I type in? Used? I don't want no used stuff though. I'm being snotty with it now. I wrote used and oh, here we go. Here we go. $100 coupon. $100 coupon. Used coupons for Jackery 500 last night, $390. Email that to me right now. Right now. If you Jackery 500 for that, send it to me right this minute, and I'm gonna answer your email while we live right now. I double dog dare you to do it. Jack 240. Yep, 240 might be a little too little for me. I double dog dare you to email me that coupon. It'll come right across the screen on everything. It will. Do you take no for an answer? Don't you take no for an answer? I don't know what that means. Let me see. I agree. Skip Amazon. Everybody says skip Amazon? Keep looking. Therefore, I'm going to check out the EcoFlow River Max Portable Station 549. I looked at that. I looked at it, and I've seen a lot of reviews on it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, I don't see nothing on it, though. Just like that Duracell. And the Duracell is around the corner. I can go get that before the store closes. I'm just kind of Stanley Fat Max Power Station. I seen that too, but it's not too much information on that. See, but you know what that tells you? People don't really deal with that thing. When you can't read about it very much, you don't see no videos on it too much, either you're slipping on it, everybody's slipping on it except that one guy that got it on YouTube, or maybe it's not the best thing for the situation. There's an $80 coupon on Drake. That's what I'm looking. I pulled up right now. $80 coupon on the Jackery right now. I'm looking at it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up. That's it right here. I'm gonna click that up. Boom. You sure my name don't pop up? Yeah. Shoot, no. Okay, yeah. There it is. At checkout. $80 right there. It's $100 off plus $80 coupon. Boom. I'm knocking that out. You have reviewed those machines that take water out of the air to supply you with the water source. No, I've heard about them, but a tarp pretty much does the same thing in a way. But I know what you're talking about, osmosis or something like that. Something to that name. That. What's the price of Jackery? I don't know what that is. Those are scams. What scams, Andrew? The pulling the air out of the water out of the air thing. It sounds a little inverter to capacitor bank storage, outlet capacitor bank distribution branch circuit. What? Arkansas woodcutter? What you saying, my friend? Let me know what you're talking about. That just sounds like a whole bunch of spelling words I was supposed to learn over the weekend. Don't have your email address. It's Lead Farmer 73. People is putting it up right now. Lead Farmer 73 at yahoo.com. Harriet Claire 38. Harriet Claire 38. I had to write your name down so I don't forget it. It's called a dehumidifier. Oh, yeah, a dehumidifier. I thought you were talking about some kind of special gadget. Yeah. Let me see. Angela Baker, Jackery Explorer 500 Power Portable. I hope everybody is looking with me. Jackery Explorer 500 Portable Power, standard 4.8, 48 reviews, regular price $4.99, sale price $4.19. Where is it $4.19, Angela Baker? Tell me. Canada Prepper reviewed a dehumidifier. I got a humidifier and a dehumidifier. I thought everybody had one of them. I ain't never thought to. Never thought about mentioning it. That just seemed like everybody had one. But Amazon has free shipping. Yep, I'm looking. Patricia Gray paid $4.99, but is that with shipping? I thought maybe a humidifier and dehumidifier. That might be a northern thing because we all got those. We live by them. Because the humidity help you in the wintertime. That heat, when you humidify your air. Matter of fact, when Lady Led was in the grow tent, y'all seen that humidifier? That helped them plants stay moist. Window, let me see. Gold Rock Pals 503 seat. Yeah, that one, people wasn't giving that good reviews. It's on their website. The Jackery is on the Jackery website. Let me pull it up on my laptop then. I don't want to get rid of this one because I got that in my cart. How y'all doing? 90. Y'all helping me with this like crazy. I'm really about to buy this with y'all here with me. Turf. Hey, what's up, Turf? Just sent you an email. Let me see what we got. I don't want to lose. I don't see it. You sure? You might want to check again, bro. I don't see you at all. Oh, it must have just popped up. Jackery Portable Station 500 solar lithium battery pack. 110, 500 watt AC. I'm going to click on it. Is this a link? Yep. I'm about to check it out. And y'all saying it's at the Jackery. Check out the Jackery.com, correct? Everybody that's interested in this, even if you're not purchasing it, you should at least be kind of looking with me so we can all need this knowledge. .com. Y'all hear me tap, 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 and I ain't like Lady Led. Her little sharp fingers. 240. Yeah, 240 ain't enough juice. That's not enough sauce for me right there. That's a little too low. Are you on the main? I am on the main website now. Oh, you I'm on 3 different screens. Turf, you sent me the one that I was already looking at. That's the one I just seen, unless it's something else different on here. Yeah, up to time to get off the fence. I don't know what that meant. Air conditioning can be life-saving here in Arizona, 112 degrees. A fan does not cut it. I have tried when air went out. You know why I gotta say unless you sitting out in the open, I've never been to Arizona. I've been to Texas. If you sitting out in the open, you gonna die. Yes, but that's the part where I really can't agree, because before air conditioning was just everywhere, nobody had air conditioning. Nobody anywhere. And people still lived in Arizona. People still lived in Texas. People still lived in the South. Look at all the old movies, and everybody is like this everywhere, drinking lemonade. Why you think iced tea, sugary sweet iced tea, is the staple of the South? They drinking that iced tea and doing this. I know, right? And you can make swamp coolers. I'm not saying that. Yes, I am. I'm saying you can live without AC. And if you can't live without AC, you need to start trying. For real. For real. I've been in Texas, San Antonio. I don't know I think Mississippi got a little bit more humidity, but San Antonio, Texas is like a gigantic fire pit. It's a barbecue grill. You know, I don't think I've ever too many times in my life smelt my shoes cooking. Have you ever wanted to just take your shoes off because the bottoms were so hot, but you knew if you take them off, that's going to make things worse? It was like walking on coals. I'll never forget that. Walking on concrete, watching my sister graduate out of basic training for the Air Force. And never in my life have my feet been so hot. Never in my life. And I remember I had on some shoes, some nice thick soles. So listen, I've been hot, but I know good and well you don't need AC. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm from Ohio, never had AC until I moved to the South. And all my vehicles that I brought down to the South, I went years without having. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just got AC since we moved in this house, in a car. All my cars had the windows down. Man, I know how to live without no heat, and I'm from the snow. I mean, without no AC, and I'm from the snow. You roll your windows down. You got to open. Look, you better open that top button of that shirt. Don't wear no shirt. Get half buck naked. It's stuff you can do, man. It's stuff you can do. And now they got them little mini air conditioners too. Use that. But ain't no need to use up all your juices and berries for trying to feel good. Remember this. This is about this is an emergency. To me, wanting a heater or air condition, to me is kind of like you want an umbrella. It's like, yeah, but this poncho is all we got and we're gonna have to make it work. Or this garbage bag on us. Just to me, that's how it is. I'm a survivor, and all that pleasurable stuff. That's why it's duct tape, man. Duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything. Okay, y'all want to see me? Let's buy this so I can get out of here. There it is. You see it? Let me see. Make sure my name ain't on that sucker. Okay, there it is. Add to the cart. What else I got in the cart? I might have to get eliminated. Okay. Nope, I don't need that. Y'all can see that, right? Let's do this together. Oh, that's the one I had saved for later. Proceed to check out what the hell I got for $1,000. What else I got in there? This ain't adding up. Let me back up. Don't accidentally hit place your order on this. No, man. Wait a minute. What else I got in the cart? This totaling this up to. Oh, that's why. See, I done this 3 times. You see that? I told you. I done that 3 times. Let's get rid of 2 of them. There we go. I told you I've been looking at it that much. No, I had ordered 3 of them. All right, let's go back to proceed. Let's get this sucker. I know Amazon like, man, he playing. All right, it's payday. All right, that's the right price. It's $80 off. Place your order. Boom. I'll show you this piece. Thank you. Order has been placed. Thank you, everybody. I did it. Thank you so much. So, I'm excited. I feel a little funny, jackery. So what I'll do is I'm going to get it it says between March 2nd and March 8th. I'm going to get it, and then we'll do we'll actually do an unboxing, and then later down the line I get paid. What I'll do then is purchase the solar panel. I like the Jackery fold up solar panel. I got some that'll work with it, but I need it to be mobile. So then we'll buy the solar panels later. And later down the line, this is something else to think about, family. This is something else to think about. You can buy another one and still have the same amount of power. You don't have to buy one generator to have 1,000 watts, right? Do the math. if you bought 2 of them, you still getting 1,000 watts. You can jerry chain them together. You'll still get the power. You didn't spend too much more money. You just got 2 generators. This one, maybe you need to loan it to a friend so they can survive. Take the one you got, you can survive. See what I'm saying? It ain't all about you. So that's even a better idea, right? You might be coming out a little bit more, but look what you can do with it now. That's 2 whole separate power sources that you will have that you can help a family member or help somebody else. You need to stay put while somebody else got to go somewhere. You got to use your head. We got a hurricane tonight in the UK. Ooh, prayers going up for you because that's going to be rough. So that's what I was going to do with my Honda generator is I was going to buy 2, and one is going to be stationary, and one, when I have to go, pick it up and go. You got to use your head. And then you jerry chain them together, you still get double the power. No matter what. And if you can't jerry chain them together, which I don't know a generator that you can't, but even if you can't jerry chain them together, you still got 2,000 watts of power on a lithium battery, right? So let me see. C7, the HOA Homesteader said, man, I just ordered the Honda today. Congratulations. Led the Jackery, is it charged by solar panels? You can plug it in and you can charge it with solar panels. See, it's on always standby. If you don't want to get the solar panel, just keep plugging it and keep it plugged in your house. Keep it charged up and use it like that. I suggest you get the solar panels though. So thank you guys. This is the help that y'all helped me finally narrow down and figure out what I wanted to do. This is because of you guys, okay? Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And remember all those questions that I asked. I want you to ask yourself, and everybody do them a bug out bag tonight. What do you think you would need if that alarm went off, that siren, and they told you you gotta go? I don't care. Get a 5-gallon bucket, get a backpack, a gym bag, a garbage bag, and put in it everything you think you would need. Remember, you need something to protect yourself. You need some food. You're going to need some clothing. Okay? Just a couple of little things to throw out there at you. Try that and see how it work out for you. I would love to hear how this works. I'm going to announce, we're going to play another, remember that was like 2 years ago, we played a fantasy survival, fantasy prepping. Everybody like fantasy football, right? We're going to do another fantasy prepping to get you practicing for what you want to do. What's your major bug out situation, your major tools, your major equipment, all right? And we're going to do that, and we all going to play that game. Matter of fact, what's today? Monday or something? I don't know what day it is. I'm lost. But I'll announce it for you guys, all right? All right. Thank you, everybody. Lead Farmer 73. And, here's another one. For everybody that was talking about buying land and everything, I am putting together a team that's going to be able to help you figure out how you're going to be able to get that land legally, people that can check that stuff out for you. And I even have my friend Adam Ness. He's a lawyer, and he's an attorney at law, and he will be able to give you a little bit of advice for the people here in South Carolina. But some of that advice goes across the board, okay? So that will help you guys. And I have some professional realtors here with us in the Greenhouse Lounge that's going to help all of you guys fix your credit, buy land the proper way. All right? Stay away from the scammers. They horrible, horrible people. All right? Thank you so much, Lead Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out.